Hello, I'm Neil Screeton, owner of Screeton's Limited Chartered Accountants. As you'll know, the Chancellor announced his 2012 budget last Wednesday, and although there were some positives for a lot of taxpayers, for people who have small businesses it wasn't necessarily very good news. The headline measure in the budget was increasing the tax-free allowance up to £9,200. Unfortunately, this isn't going to have a positive effect for most small businesses until April 2014, so you'll have to wait a while until you feel the effects of that, although from April 2012 you will get an extra £1,000 personal allowance. Similarly, the reduction in the higher rate of tax from 50% down to 45% will probably not affect a great deal of small businesses, as it only affects people whose income is above £100,000. One positive was that the VAT registration threshold went up to £77,000 and the deregistration threshold went up to £75,000. That will hopefully prevent so many people having to register for VAT, and it will allow other people to maybe deregister for VAT sooner than they otherwise would have been able to. Corporation tax side, there was quite a headline about the main rate of corporation tax falling to 24%. Unfortunately, most businesses earning profits of £300,000 or less don't benefit from the reduction. They'll continue to pay the small companies rate of 20%, so not a lot there for the smaller business. One thing that didn't really make the headlines was the changes to the capital allowances system. As you may know, the capital allowances on cars have for the last 2 or 3 years been based on CO2 emissions, and what the Chancellor did in this budget was reduce the level of emissions by which you will qualify for the higher rate of allowances. This went down from 160 to 130, which will take a lot of cars into claiming 8% rather than 18%. So again, not really very good news. Not a great deal happened on the capital gains tax front. That was pretty much left alone. One non-tax thing was the child benefit. Quite good news on that, in that the Chancellor agreed that he would not start taking child benefit away until one partner's income reached £50,000 in a year, and then it would only be reduced gradually down to until the income reached £60,000. So relatively good news there. That's a very brief summary of the budget. We will have a full budget report on the website www.screetons.co.uk, and of course you can always get in touch with us on 01827 715 264 if you have any questions about how the budget might specifically affect you. Thank you very much.